Hello, this is just a quick ESXi tip on managing storage. I want to demonstrate a fairly simple way to make sure you're removing the right drive from your ESX storage. This is going to be an eSATA hot eject. So you can remove SATA, and my motherboard is set to allow hot swapping of drives for the SATA ports. So if we click on the ESXi host and click on configuration and click on storage, we get this list of storage. Now I need a lot of space here to see what we're doing on this video. So if you'll notice here, I've resized this window. So let's see, we've got a drive that has all of its space free. So that's one drive I can remove. Let's double check. Browse the Datastore. It really is empty. So before I head over to the server here, I'm just going to take note. I only have one 2 terabyte drive, so that one's easy. But the serial number is still at the end. And it's good to make sure we're removing the right device. Okay, so there's some sort of sticker on there, some indicator of what that is. Next, a little trickier is I got these 3 1 terabytes. That's a more likely scenario where I want to make real sure that I remove the right one. So if we look at disk space free, pretty close to matching the capacity, that's the one I want to eject. It's not doing anything. And I need the cable, I need the spot for something else. I browse this data store, I also see there's nothing there. All right, so again, looking at the end there, PH2L is going to show on the drive itself, and that's a 1 terabyte. So the next thing I'm going to do here is head over to the server. With the cordless headset I have on here. And I'm going to remove those devices. Okay, I'm going to start with the 2 terabyte drive. And I'm looking at the drive, and indeed it ends in, let's see, WD 2003, and it ends in 90505. So just like it said on the screen there, it's a perfect match. Okay, and then I also mentioned we've got the 3 1 terabyte drives, and that one of them ends in PH2L. And I'm looking right at a sticker, and that one's also quite obvious which one to go ahead and remove. So now that they're removed, I need to go ahead and do a rescan. Just like a fiber channel network or fiber channel SAN, where you have to rescan to see changes in the topology, well, with SATA it's the same thing. In this case, I waited long enough, clicked nothing, and the 2 devices that I intended to eject have gone away anyway without me doing anything. That gray color, let's see what happens if I go ahead and click refresh. Actually, rescan all. I'm going to start with refresh. Refresh just kind of repaints the screen. Doesn't do much. Let's do a complete rescan. Notice what that says. Click OK. You'll see at the bottom progress. It's complete. It's quick. And we've now cleaned up the mess, and the gray is gone. So that's it. Again, just a quick reminder or a demonstration of how exactly to make sure you remove the correct drive when you start messing around with storage. couple other things to point out. If you click on a particular device, here's a 1.5 terabyte drive. You click on devices, you get a little different view down here. You can see the device ID, and you can also see a partitioning scheme, partition format GPT, which is interesting. I'm curious how this large RAID looks. Same thing, 5.46. So just another little thing to notice that you've got multiple views of your hardware here. We slide over and you can see if it detected it as SSD or not. You also notice if we look at other drive types here, like the Samsung, yeah, that's one of two Samsungs I have. Look at the second one. This one's VMFS formatted, GPT partition style. This one is master boot record, NTFS. This is a dual boot, so this server can actually boot off of Windows 7 native. So again, as you're treading lightly and being careful about what you eject, you want to take a look at what's really on the drive. We can't right-click on it and see its data store because it's not formatted or it's not in the data store section. If we look here and sort by identification, there's only one Samsung showing. We go to devices, two Samsung show. Again, that's because only one of them has been formatted with the VMware VMFS 5 file system. Okay, so just some tips on making sure you are careful when working with multiple drives on ESXi. Thank you for watching.